a lot of us don't think that there's really all too much that we can learn from the older generation, and a lot of the time, that's pretty much the case. But this group of retirees here on the corner of Maine have inspired me a little bit, and I hope that they can inspire you too to think a little bit about what you can do to inspire change in your community.
My name is Cheryl Hansen. I am retired. I've had a number of careers in my lifetime. The one I retired from was addiction and mental health counseling.
I'm Stuart Ballant. I'm a retired railroad conductor, and I do a lot of political agitating or promoting or something, depending on your point of view.
So why do you personally think, what you're doing is important?
I have a philosophy that I developed when I was a secretary for attorneys, and I was doing a lot of foreclosure work, and other attorneys would ask me to do their work also, and so that would pile up, and pretty soon the oldest stuff was on the bottom of your to-do file. And I think that happens to us cognitively also. Standing here every week for my philosophy is bringing that what was at the bottom of the pile back up to the surface and reminding people, don't forget this.
I do that because somebody's got to stand up and speak out, and I've got an opinion. I want to express it.
We're open to anybody can join this. We are fairly liberal, progressive group. But if you have a passion, you want to join us on Sunday. Normally on Monday, Tuesday. Forget what day of the week it is. Normally, I send out an email and tell people what I'm going to focus on, but it's always up to each of them as to what they want to bring on, as long as it kind of fits in with our particular stance on politics and humanity and
Yeah, I think I've seen a dude here, I think it was on the weekends, he's got a big flag that just has a no over vaccines. I don't think he'd fit in here well, would he?
Exactly.
What do you think that younger generations can learn from your example here?
I don't know, because they don't stop by and talk to us. I don't know what they can learn now.
Perseverance, I think, is one of the big things. If you are passionate about an issue in our culture, in our society, don't let it fade out. Keep going at it and take it into your adulthood and keep analyzing and evaluating the situation.
We don't get a lot of participation. I think young people out there doing things similar, whatever, but I would love to see more young people out here, and I'm hoping this summer, with the elections coming up in November, I'm hoping we get a lot more people out here.
So I have to ask, do you guys ever get any hate while you're standing out here?
Oh yeah, we get the finger a lot.
Oh yeah. Not here on this corner, but I've been other places where people have hollered out, you ought to be shot, you got no right to be on that sidewalk, and things like that. And they get pretty angry and serious, and we mostly laugh it off.
Yes, I had people yell at me, calling me names and telling me to get my head out of my ass. There was a guy who used to be on that far corner with a Trump flag, and he would get harassing once in a while. So we've had some harassment. He would get more bold if only women were here. As soon as a guy shows up, he would go back across the street. But we haven't seen him since the pandemic.
Our side, we used to have a guy across the street who was opposition and everything, and I encourage that too, come out and participate, do something.
Of course, you have the bad stuff, people yelling at you and stuff like that, but what's like the best thing you've had someone say to you or come up to you? What's the thing that, convinced you that you were doing the right thing standing out here?
There was a guy that walked by a little while before you came, and he must take a walk every day during his noon hour, and he started encouraging us and thanking us to keep going. Oh, and the other thing is when people stop and ask us questions about our science. So that tells me that some people are paying attention, and that has an impact.
Well, the most heartwarming thing was a couple of years ago in Fond du Lac. A friend and I were out collecting petition signatures. And we were at the post office, and my boss from work came by, and I'd been retired for like 2 years at that point, and the boss came by and said hello and everything. Talked for a couple minutes, and he took off. He came back with 2 hot chocolates for me and my friend because it was winter time and it was cold out there. And I thought, yeah, and people just every once in a while say that one special thing, or there's a connection for just a moment. They go by. I like that stuff. I mean, it makes it worth it to me.
Thanks for being here today, and we're encouraging everyone to come and join us.
I, for one, believe that there's a lot that the older generation can teach us, and you shouldn't be so quick to write them off. As you've seen today, they're very passionate about what they do, and we could really learn to take some stride from that passion. Anyways, I hope some of you will see this video and maybe it will inspire you to follow in their footsteps, and maybe you'll come out and join them during the summer.